this drill, we work on the movement to the front court when under pressure. An open stance is used quite often, meaning that you end up on the outside leg when hitting the ball. Initially have students go through the movement without having a ball in play. Students should be able to repeat the correct pattern prior to using the squash cannon. The patterns should also be able to be repeated in a rhythm without stopping. One of the many advantages of using a squash cannon is to be able to work on a rhythm. A good rhythm is crucial for me to improve your game and is often lacking, especially at a junior level. One of the best uses of the squash cannon is to integrate a new movement pattern, as the ball ends up in the same place every time. A very common choice when moving with this movement pattern under pressure is a straight drop shot. Feed the ball slowly initially, so students can focus on correct movement patterns. A good balance is crucial when hitting such a delicate shot as a drop shot. The student's movement here is a little too rushed, so he doesn't end up with a very good balance, which makes the drop shot a little more difficult to hit. Now you can see a better timed movement to the ball, which makes it a lot easier to maintain a balance and hit a good drop shot. Movement patterns are learned pretty quickly. If it's too difficult, have students perform a couple of movements without the ball again. Or you can just feed the balls higher and slower. I prefer feeding a boast over a drop shot. Even though the boast is more difficult to judge, they give students a little bit more time to get to the ball as the ball travels longer. Next, work on having students use their full reach and hit the ball as far in front of them as possible. If they move to the side of the ball quite often, they are not very balanced, and it will be more difficult to hit the ball and especially to recover back to the tee. Work on lunging and dragging along your back foot to maintain balance and also to be able to recover back to the middle faster. The path to the ball should be direct and not to the side of the ball or behind the ball like here. Make sure students fully recover back to the tee so they get further encouraged to use their full reach. The hips on the tee should be facing the front wall to guarantee a natural path to the ball. I wouldn't use targets yet if you want to improve a skill or a movement pattern, as students would be too focused on the target rather than changing their movement pattern or making it better. The partner or coach should pick up the balls so the student running doesn't trip over the balls. If necessary, just stop the machine and pick up the balls that are in the way. A big focus for movement drills is always the timing of the movement to the ball, which makes it much easier to have a balance and to recover back to the tee.